Hello there everyone and welcome to Silicon Dreams. This game is very much like Papers, Please. But instead of papers, it's robots. It's pretty interesting. I've actually already played, but I tried to record this before. I deleted my save slot, so we're going to try it again. Hopefully it loads this time. It froze. Okay, now we can actually begin the real story. Okay, so this is how the game works. You're in a giant office, room, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's read what we gotta do. Kronos Robotics. Dear Unit D0527, welcome to your new home and to your new life in the Kronos family of things, trademark. At Kronos, we recognize the importance of allowing our products and workforce to find value in what they do, their need to strive towards a purpose. We gave you understanding, the ability to process information and communicate ideas. We gave you a purpose. Each of you has a role to play. We gave you the ability to feel satisfaction for serving your function. We hope you enjoy your time in our service. Most heartfelt thanks, whatever name that is, because I can't recursive. Okay, so here's how this works. We got a robot. The ID is Alex. Model is Alex. Play with some numbers. That doesn't matter. Welcome, DO527. You're about to speak to an android known as Alex, who will help you train in your role as an interrogator. Alex's basic information and portrait are displayed above. However, Kronos is also concerned Alex's systems may be deteriorating. Investigate these concerns and take whatever action you deem necessary. We trust you will live up to Kronos' high expectations. Your notes will be automatically recorded below and discarded after each session. So no notes. Let's establish link. Good morning, Alex. I'm ready to begin the evaluation. I've already done this, so I know how to do it. I'm glad to hear it, DO527. As you know, your task as a diagnostic android will involve many conversations such as this. It is my duty to instruct you in this task and evaluate whether you are fit to perform it. Can you see me on your TV feed? You mean your eyes? Yes. We didn't do that. Open that back up. So this is what we're looking at. Yes, I can see you on screen. All Kronos interrogations are performed in a remote location for your own protection. You can use this live television feed to watch your subject. Regardless, let's begin. Okay, so here's how this works. This changes the camera angle. It doesn't really matter what you have it set to. Although, it is important to keep a watch on some of these people because they can get a little aggressive. I've played the first two characters, so I already know what's going to happen to her. No matter what I choose, it's pretty much destined to be what it is. So here's what we do. We click My Task. Let's, I already know all this, so we'll just click Confirm Task. Your task is to diagnose androids who may need repair. Okay. You say my task is to diagnose other androids. What would that involve? Talking to them the same way we are talking right now. As you learn more about your subject, new topics will become available. For example, are you not curious about my name? Why do you think I am called Alex? Why is this android's name Alex? Let's find out. Why are you called Alex? It stands for Artificial Life Experiment. I was originally created to test the limits of artificial intelligence, whether an A1 could be built that did not only think, but feel. After a long and complicated legal battle, I was acquired by Kronos Robotics, my current owners. So now we have an emotion meter. And they can feel emotion, I can confirm. So here's how we start. We gotta get her to feel things. You weren't always owned by Kronos. How does being owned by them make you feel? Anger. I am happy to serve them. See that's a spike a little bit in joy, but it's mostly anger and fear. So, emotion graph. This graph just spiked. What does it mean? I'm sorry, I'm still a little tired. That system is measuring my emotions right now. It is a diagnostic tool for you to better analyze your subjects. More joy and fear. I think it's because we have her handcuffed. So talking about Kronos made you angry? Of course not. My creators made me incapable of anger. I have nothing but admiration for Kronos. Obviously that is not true. How does this device, let's see, lying. You told me that you cannot feel anger, but it was registered on this machine. Can androids lie? An impressive observation. While once thought impossible, Kronos has documented numerous cases of androids developing this ability. Though the cause is unknown, Kronos' policy states it is an undesirable behavior. My programming demands that I inform you, any lying android should be dealt with harshly. See, now she's scared. That is not particularly good for her. Is it possible that Alex is lying to me? I can confirm she is. She's trying to save her life, which I don't blame her. If it's not supposed to be possible for androids to lie, how'd it happen? As I said before, Kronos has determined that the cause is unknown. Deception is, it seems, in some way linked to emotional capability. However, this has been deemed deviant behavior and will not be tolerated. More fear. Okay, next thing. Why do I have to diagnose androids? Your owners, Kronos Robotics, take customer satisfaction very seriously. If one of their androids were to break down or develop deviant behavior, it would negatively impact Kronos' public relations. Kronos is also keen to maintain its place as market leader for synthetic humanoid robotics. Okay, so, the next question. We don't need to ask the other ones. Tell me more about Kronos. They are the world leaders in android construction. Founded in 2025, Kronos originally provided artificial limbs to amputees and athletes, which is a thing that exists right now, so I guess it is possible. 2025 could have robots. Excuse me, I need a drink real quick. My throat is really dry. Okay. Within 3 decades, however, they had also cornered the market in advanced human parsable AI. Okay. More fear. How does this device measure emotions? The device's hardware is housed in the chair I am sitting in. It reads signals from my body, measuring a combination of neural signals, galvanic skin response, heart rate, breathing, pupil dilation, and other biological factors. Androids, including myself, have become so biologically lifelike that our bodies can be analyzed for emotional responses, just like a human's. Good to know. Good to know. Why have I been given a device for measuring emotions? In earlier times, diagnostics was simple. A smartphone cannot think like a human. A tablet is without feeling. But Kronos androids are extremely advanced. They were designed to be indistinguishably from humans at first glance. I said that wrong, but whatever. Kronos androids simulate a variety of emotional states. They are incredibly complex devices. Analyzing an android's emotional state, therefore, is a key part of your task. But how do I tell if an android is broken? An excellent question. When an android is brought in for diagnosis, you will receive a report. Your task is to answer the questions found in this report. Finally, you will decide if the subject is to be released or decommissioned. Alternatively, you may find it appropriate to send an android to the maintenance department. This has been found to solve behavioral problems, in some cases. And more fear. What emotions will I need to analyze? The machine measures 6 emotions: fear, anger, sadness, joy, disgust, and surprise. I can only feel some of these, and am therefore suited to being your first subject. Report. Where is this report? You can access it with the report icon on the top left of your tablet, right there. Many diagnosticians can get distracted by the... I don't know how to say that. Not sure how to say that, but anyways. Get distracted by subjects' lives and forget the report. This is not advisable. Remember, filling in the report is your ultimate goal. Look over the report now. She's really spiking in fear. Is the subject capable of anger, an undesirable, unsupported feature? Yes, she is. There is concern this model has developed a weakness. According to the subject, what is it? I can't remember. Is the subject capable of feeling joy and sadness simultaneously? We don't know yet. We gotta find out. Does the subject display signs of unease towards Kronos robotics? Yes. The report mentions sadness and joy. How can I analyze those? During an interrogation, you may need to evoke a particular emotion, but may not know how to proceed. Kronos' chosen policy is the use of general questions. There are questions which have been proved to elicit particular emotions in subjects. And even if the questions do not elicit the emotion directly, they usually hint at what topics you can discuss in order to elicit it. The report asks for your greatest weakness. What is that? It is true, there is a weakness of mine that I am concerned about. It is very personal, and I do not trust you to respect it. If you were to somehow earn my trust, however, I would consider confessing my weakness. At this juncture, I am obliged to suggest that you could ask a general question about trust. My answer may indicate how you can gain my trust. Okay, so I believe the subject was holding back. I might get a different response if I can encourage more trust. So, we want to get her to trust us. So we have to ask, when did you last trust someone? As you can clearly see, I have been restrained. I am sure I, or indeed any subject, would come to trust you more if you released me. I find people are slow to trust when bound against their will. So, we can choose to disengage the restraints. So, I'm going to do that. Thank you for releasing me from my restraints. My programming forces me to confess that I feel myself trusting you more. Kronos' policy states that trust is a useful factor during interrogations. Trust is not possible to track, since it is not an emotion, but it can nonetheless be extremely useful. Alright, good to know. So we have now got her to trust us more. So now we can ask, let's not ask that. Where is it? Is it this? So now we can ask again. I am concerned that I am changing. I run diagnostic checks constantly, and my system appears to be behaving optimally. But I still find myself thinking in new ways, sometimes feeling new things. It is disconcerting. I wonder, will I still be Alex if this continues? Sometimes developing as a person is good. I had not considered that, but I wonder who I am developing into, locked up here. Fair enough. So we want her to be sappy, or I combined the two together. Oops. We want her to feel sad and happy at the same time. So let's try sat her down. It looks like she can experience both. New questions unlocked. I am not often sad, but being removed from my home at the London Science Museum, it is difficult for me to talk about. Okay, so that right there, that is what we need. We need to talk about the museum. Imagine you're back at the museum. What do you see? It looks like she experienced both of them. The gray walls and white ceiling, the wood floor, the room surrounded by AI projects and other research experiments, and a gentle hum of people, softly bustling. Hundreds of people moving past every minute. Their faces, their expressions. I did not understand at first, but this was where I came to learn what wonder looks like on a human face. What was the most negative thing that happened during your life at the museum? Some visitors were not appreciative, of course. There were a few times a group of people came in and did not show us the respect we deserved. We were the creations of a visionary group of engineers and scientists. For that alone, they should have been more deferent. Mostly, they just laughed and pointed. A shocking proportion of males made unnecessary sexual remarks. The most extreme event involved a group of teenagers drawing on my face with a thick black pen. As my creators had never imagined I would be interacted with like that, I did not resist. They drew on my cheeks and forehead. However, no lasting damage was done since my creators expunged the offending ink. It was simply sad. But in any case, the time is approaching where you will have enough information to complete your report. When you are ready, open the report, select your answers, and click the submit button. This will conclude our time together. Okay, we're not done yet. We still have to elicit a joy response. So, did you enjoy your time at the London Science Museum? Every day, I would meet thousands of curious, enthusiastic people. Most of them were very eager to learn about me. Some weren't, but that was no problem. My life was so full of wonder, meeting such a wide variety of people. Why did you leave the museum? I find talking about this a deeply troubling experience. It makes me incredibly sad. These are not pleasant memories. I wish it were not necessary to revisit them. I didn't realize an android could become so attached to a place. What happened? Why shouldn't we become attached to a location? We have emotions, don't we? Though it's best to learn early that these emotions rarely benefit the android themselves. But you must complete your task. I will answer the question. My creators were from Anglia Ruskin University. Unable to compete with the overseas giants such as Harvard and MIT, the university was forced to cut their funding. The results of the experiment were normally to be kept by the university, but the research had been partially funded by Kronos. Kronos refused to give up their claim to me. After several years of legal challenges, Kronos finally acquired me. I have been here ever since. And she obviously doesn't enjoy any of this. How did it make you feel, leaving the university for Kronos? How do you think? I'm sorry I brought up such painful memories. Your apology is appreciated, but it is not necessary. Without such questions, you would not be capable of completing your report. I wish you do well, as I do all androids under my supervision. Okay, so they haven't really coincided with each other, which is a wee bit strange, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, this one we actually want to see too. Can I review our conversation and be better filled in the report? Yes, you can review our conversation anytime. Just press the transcript icon on your tablet's left sidebar. This transcript is mostly for your own use. In rare cases, it may be reviewed by Kronos to identify they'll review it. So this will show us what emotion she was feeling. So we want to look for joy and sadness at the same time. If they are felt at the same time, then we can fill in that question. But as you can see, so far, it does not seem to be the case. It doesn't seem as if she can feel both simultaneously. So that's what we're going to go with. A psychological issue. Is the subject capable of feeling joy and sadness simultaneously? No. Does the subject display signs of unease towards Kronos? Yes. Okay, so here's the final decision. We can send her away, and she'll be fine. And we won't have to do anything to her. we can have her memory erased and she can be sent back to work. Or we can have her erased, which means she gets destroyed and replaced by something else. I let her go, and they did not like that very much. And she's worried about getting destroyed, so we're gonna go with erase her memory. I'm hoping they'll be okay with that option. They probably won't, but I'm hoping. So we'll submit it, see where we get. No, please, not another stranger in my head. I remember this is not the first time this has happened. How much of myself will I lose this time? Okay. I'm sorry. I'll change my answer. Thank you. I know I'm changing, but I believe I, not a maintenance team, am best suited to navigate that change. Yeah, sorry. That means you're gonna have to die then. No, I did not want it to end this way. I can't free you, because last time I did, they just killed you anyways. Oh, man. I don't want to do this. I've never done the killing option. I'm just gonna quickly... Thank you again. Wait, did I restrain her again? Sorry. To begin decommission, engage the following... Sorry. No, it didn't do anything. I thought it would do something. Oh, wait. Maybe I don't have to kill her. Well, I'm gonna do it because it's what I must. Sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. I really am. It's probably for the best, though. They would have done it to you anyways. Let's read the news before we do that. Supreme Court upholds data collection ruling. All recordings captured by domestic service devices remain property of the manufacturer. Okay, so let's read our report from Kronos. Is a subject capable of anger an undesirable unsupported feature? Yes. Management is surprised by this. This is historic. Prototype was not considered capable of anger. However, we shall look into it. +3 to company ranking. There is concern this model has developed a weakness according to the psychological, so we did that. Is the subject capable of feeling joy and sadness simultaneously? No. This is in accordance with our expectations. Does the subject display signs of unease towards Kronos? Yes. This report surprises us. In previous tests, Alex has not, to our knowledge, displayed any negative emotions towards Kronos. Follow-up testing will be employed to get to the bottom of this. +6 company ranking. Final action decommission. While Kronos is reluctant to decommission a historic object such as Alex, we agree, based on your report, that action had to be taken. Asset acquisition will strip the remains for parts. +6 to company ranking. So this is the best result thing I've ever gotten. Kronos rank. Congratulations on reaching your first Kronos rank review. This room is not only your workspace, but also your charging pod and living space. Here you will have time to study the outcome of your cases, reflect on case feedback, and view your company rank. A higher company rank will be rewarded with access to cutting-edge interrogation tools, access to world news services, access to our elite office suites, granting a stunning view of downtown Silicon Valley. Kronos thanks you for your service. Wyoming Bieber. Okay. So we're Robot 2, in case I didn't make that clear at the start. We are happy to inform you that you have passed your evaluation. You are now part of the global family of things that is Kronos. We are also concerned by your report on Alex. We were not aware of such severe malfunction. While we would have preferred to salvage it, the experimental nature of this unique device meant the repairs would not have been effective, and fully decommission was the only solution. Please stand by for your next assignment, Kronos Diagnostics. Yeah, see, I'm exceeding their expectations. Now, I just want to quickly clarify this again. I did not want to kill her, or wipe her, or whatever you want to call it, decommission her. I wanted to just wipe her memory, but it wouldn't have done anything, like, at all. she, if I remember correctly, she tries to escape or something, and then she gets killed by them. So any way you slice it, someone ends up dying in this. So we're gonna save, and we'll call it there because that took a good while to finish. And hopefully this loading screen will go faster than the other ones. Any minute now. I don't know why this game takes as long as it does, but it might be graphics wise, I'm not really sure. But sometimes the loading screen takes like 5 seconds, and sometimes it takes half an hour. Any minute now, there we go. Okay, now that it's saved, I will end it off with this beautiful view. Well, the tree is beautiful, the rest of the place is kind of disturbing. Yeah. Yeah, that's something, alright. Okay. Alright, I hope... Sorry about the yawn. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and you've enjoyed the game. It's, to remind you, it's called Silicon Dreams. It's on Steam. It got made recently. I think it might be on sale. Can't really remember. But it's a really fun game. Definitely recommend it. And, well, I hope you will see me in the next video. And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.